What's up, everybody? Monte here. Monte Plays Games, Ostriv, Season 3, Alpha 3. And this is Episode 2. We're giving our Population 50-ish update. I had it at Population 50, and then people moved in. They just got to ruin everything. I had plans, best laid plans of Monte, and yeah. Anyway, it's going well. I'm glad to have you back. Gotta say, Ostriv, Season 3, Episode 1, top video of 2020 so far, so thanks for that, and I'm gonna keep them coming. So here we are. Little town is a-growing. Last you saw, it was on edge of will we survive, episode 1. Had all the basics down, all the towns, all the houses, no one had to move out. And now I'm gonna show you. I've got a little town center built, the farms are doing well, and I have built a bridge. I'm building bridges, my friends, to move across to the island that has the limestone. That's why I did it. But while I was over here, I figured, hey, let's go ahead and build a forestry center for this large farm here. Forest, words, as usual. So I deleted my original forestry center, and now I'm going to be building a tannery and a shoemaker and a tailor's workshop, a little bit of a downtown production center here by our smithy and carpentry. So we did also get our first chicken coop in, which is pretty cool. But then the biggest thing to this patch 2 of Alpha 3 is if you go to the town hall, you can hire a counselor. Not of the Troy kind, but a counselor. And yes, you can, once you do this, then you can click Manage Seasonal Hiring. If you don't have a counselor hired yet, you cannot click on Manage Seasonal Hiring. What I've noticed is you click on a fishing dock, and go to your hire options, and then look at that. I said don't work during January, February, and December, because, you know, it's frozen. So we're going to see how that goes. I am not, and I apologize, totally in understanding of the on-season, off-season. My thinking is it's going to take, they're going to work 3 seasons, and then they're going to take 0 off-seasons, because if you go to the farm, actually first, it does say you can apply to all. And what was odd is that actually applied to my boatyard. And maybe that was just me. But see, here I'm saying on season 0, off season 1. So even though it's September, no one's working. Which is weird. See, so that's, I'm going to say 0 off seasons. No off seasons for you. Working all the time. But I did notice that this changed. Sorry. The bug was that when I hit apply all, that this has not been fixed yet to apply these settings. See, it didn't apply those settings to this one when I hit apply all. And if I click on this one and say apply all, it says applied to 2 buildings. Now I think it's going to be doing the wages. Let me try that. Everyone gets paid a little bit more to work at the fish. See, it kept the wage change, but it doesn't keep the season months. So hopefully the season months will, in the future, apply to the Apply All button. I noticed that at first when I tried to go from this farm to that farm, and went, whoa. But anyway, let's zoom in. Let's get a little bit closer here. I have a new... Nope, it's already built, because things go up crazy like that. A little chapel. And I have a better chapel in here with a little graveyard and all that going. So let's mosey on up here by production point. And as you can see, I have a trading post here, which is mighty fine. And I'm going to be building warehouses, and so it's like a little city center. I've got it all fenced in. Townhome here. What I am considering is, do we build the big church in here? You know, it looks pretty cool. Do we build it in the town center area, or do we build it elsewhere? So here's a little chapel I have going. I built some fences around it to keep people out. Keep the riffraff doing its thing. So I have these going. In other news, these 3 farms go to this guy, and they're all as big as they can be. With the rotation of potatoes, buckwheat, which is now fallow because I've already picked it, and wheat. So what I'm going to do, instead of having a 4th farm and like doing a rotation here, is I have a whole secondary farm set up right now. So these are all three of these are going to go fallow. I'm going to do a planting over here. And these farms might just switch back and forth for now, based on our current population and all that. So another whole row of houses going. Because if I mouse over this, keep in mind it's farming time. So that's why you see big open vacancies. 13 for men, 14 for women. That's because of this. Now, if I lowered this and said, hey, you can only hire, 8 people, 10 people, and apply that to all, that would make a difference. See, it makes a adjustment to the open vacancies, obviously. So things are doing pretty good, Season 3. I am extremely happy to see how things are going already. Money, we're not losing as much as we were, but that's okay. And I know this is going to be an eye chart, but I'd like to spend some time in it. It's 1724, and we're 3 years in. So in 1723, let's look at that, because it's still 1724. Maybe in a January we'll do a good full year check. But what I want to do is look at produced and spent. Wow, it's interesting that it's got... Okay, so we produced 4,197 buckwheat. I think these numbers are wrong. This is produced in 23, and this is spent. Nope, this is produced in 24. Nope, it makes sense. Okay. This is currently stored. Produced, spent. Okay. Charcoal. Produced, spent. That's a lot of charcoal being spent. Because nails. That's why. But we're producing more than we spent, so that's good. Clay, infinity amount, so I'm not worried about that. We're producing it as we need it. Drinking water is on the good, getting it as we need it. Firewood is good. We are spending what we are producing. Fish. We sold. We're almost going to have to look at this. We produced 1,480. And the nice thing was we also have produced 1,440 this year. And we're only using 650, 630 a year. So that shows kind of good on our food. And same thing on flour, we're doing mighty fine. Now logs, let's see, nails. Produced, spent. Produced, spent. We are spending much more in 1724 than we're making, so we got to keep an eye on that. And we're doing okay on potatoes. Everything else should be okay. I don't usually spend too much time in here, so it's kind of nice to see. Produce 1730 on the wheat, and spent 1220, which is basically it moving over to the flour, which is all pretty cool. So anyway, that's our population 50 update. Still nothing else new I can build. I mean, I could build the church, but what I'm going to bring you do is bring you guys back when we have, hopefully, the saddlery, maybe some lime kiln works and things like that. But I'm going to have some more years ahead of me, some more stockpiling. We haven't had any traders come by yet. Kumbaya. So there's all that stuff. So I'm about to get through the winter of 1725. But I wanted to bring you guys back. Episode 1 was just popping. Episode 2 is more of a quick little update. I'm excited to get into the beef of newness. That's what I'm calling it. I'm sticking to it. So yeah, hopefully when I come back, I'll have some new production chains to talk about. I know you guys were hoping for that this time. But the decorations will hopefully grow out, and the city's going to be looking mighty fine. More Ostriv coming your way. Really happy to see the patches still rolling along. This managed seasonal hiring is going to be a game changer, because I spent a lot of time doing that. So really looking forward to playing with that and learning more on season, off season, as well as hopefully they'll get a patch to make that to where that can apply to all. So thank you all for watching a quick little update video. I mean, that really is what this one was. So hope you guys enjoy those updates. I just didn't want to bring you in 10 years later and us be like, how did we get here? What is going on? So Looking for suggestions on build styles and designs and all that. So if you have any photos, remember, you can Twitter me at Monte Games or find me on Facebook at the Monte Plays Games community page. It's pretty cool stuff. So I'll catch you guys next time. Oh my goodness, I was advertising. Must be in a marketing mood today. Oh my, I went over 10 minutes. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Keep on keeping on.